everyone, my name is Pam and I commute by bicycle year-round. This fact has impressed some people that I've told it to, in particular when they realize that I live in Saskatoon and our winters can be quite cold. Because of that, I thought it might be interesting to others how I get ready and what sort of gear is necessary to accomplish this. So without further ado, let's start right into it. I start with business casual attire, complete with skinny jeans and my employee pass. The first thing I like to do is cover all of that up with a pair of muck pants. Now, these aren't insulated or anything like that, but I am wearing 2 layers of pants, so it's pretty good. I'm also wearing a ski jacket, which has a little bit more layering to it, plus my sweater is pretty warm, even though it's just a t-shirt. And I get pretty warm when I'm cycling, so I usually find this to be actually enough for whatever temperature. Next thing I got is my cycling boots, which I've decided to call them. I think of them as cycling boots because they have very little things going on with them. They're very smooth. They're not going to get caught on the chain. Next thing is my sweet mask. I like to wear this to ensure that I don't have a bunch of sweat condensation accumulating and frozen in front of my face, and also it helps with the smog behind vehicles. Put on top of that my buff, just a little extra layer of security to keep that mask in place. The mask is held together with these straps that go behind your ears, but my ears are tiny, so it doesn't actually hold them very well. And of course, I've got my helmet. It's actually my snowboarding helmet, but it definitely still serves a purpose, and it's actually insulated and it's got a little warmer ear flaps, so it's kind of perfect for winter cycling. In fact, pretty much everything I'm wearing is basically what I wear snowboarding, except for the boots, including the ski goggles, which aren't the greatest for the dark skies that I generally am biking in at this time of year, but whatever. I also like to include a high-vis vest. This is, again, I'm usually cycling in the dark, so it's good for cars to see me. It also makes me a little bit more relatable to my yellow vest, I guess, human neighbors. Also, got some gloves. Those are, again, my snowboarding gloves. So here I am, off, ready to take my winter bike, which is like any other bike except for it's got some studs, and I'm off. So a thing that you might want to know about winter cycling or cycling in general is whatever your city bylaws might be about cyclists. So in Saskatoon, we've got bylaw 6884. Every person operating a bicycle shall utilize only that portion of the street as is intended for the passage of motor vehicles, and shall be so positioned thereon to be as close as is reasonably practicable to the right-hand curved. Now this is a different interpretation, I would say, in the wintertime when the right side is actually quite scary. I believe it's pretty reasonably practicable for me to be in the left-hand lane sometimes, in particular in residential areas when the right-hand lane actually doesn't get a lot of car traffic, so there isn't that exposed pavement area, which is it's a lot safer to be cycling on. So if you're a driver, just keep that in mind, that sometimes I might be right in front of you instead of right on the edge. I like the ruts, as probably you do too. And here I am, finally making it into the office. Getting ready for me once I'm in the office is pretty much the same thing, but in reverse. So remove all those outer layers that aren't really business casual attire. I actually have a couple of shoes that I store in the office so I can have a Mr. Rogers moment. At this point, my clothes are all right, so I'm off to wash my face of all that condensed breath that has occurred since cycling. After washing my face, I like to add a little bit of moisturizer. In particular, in the winter time, my face can get quite dry. So at this point, I try to do something presentable with my hair after it's been tucked under a helmet for that entire commute over. I try not to put too much effort into it because usually there's going to be somebody else barging in at some point to use the public washroom as well. So for better or worse, I'm usually done at this point. So that's that. Pretty easy peasy, right? As you can see, there isn't a whole lot that I have that's specific to winter cycling. I bet a lot of people who, if they're already living in this climate, have a lot of the gear that you would need to be comfortable and safe cycling in the wintertime. The biggest things I purchased probably were the vest at a thrift store and the studded tires, which I got at the Bridge City Bike Co-op. So I hope this inspires some people to give this a shot. It's a really great way to stay active in the wintertime, to kind of beat the winter doldrums, and to just enjoy your commute a little bit more. And yeah, with that, hope you all stay safe out there and take care. Bye.